It's the ghost of Dingo's past. Here to remind you can catch this live every day on my Twitch. I hope you enjoy the video. And looks fine enough. Ragavan. Probably have to push that. I should have done that in the other order. Nah, the green-white Rallier deck did not win, unfortunately. Mana base looking kind of sketchy so far. I'm gonna have to terminate that Ragavan. Treader's not a good card in the scam deck either. I was never double spelling without Bauble or DRC. If you have Bauble and DRC, then Treader gets a lot more equity. But without it, it's so bad. I think you're probably messing up if you're not playing Bauble with your Treader. I'm gonna get the Spellstutter Sprite, some sort of red removal spell here. Thanks, Johnny. Should have a Spellstutter Sprite counter. The amount of times we actually get to counter something. Seems like everybody's back on blue-red again. I guess people remembered that this card's pretty good, huh? This Expressive Iteration card might be something to it. Gonna take the 3 for now. Ending. I just have every relevant card on your desk. It's because I'm working on building 4-color in paper. I actually just took out the Expressive Iterations. So they're sitting on my desk right now. I'm actually gonna EI. Yeah, I'm working on building 4-color in paper. I should probably leave this back in case they dash another Ragavan. Hopefully they don't have Breach here, which would be quite bad for me. I think they thought that they were going to get a Ledger Shredder trigger off of that. It's the only reason why they would cast Consider main phase, right? Not quite how that works. The Shredder is very good. That's true. I guess I did show Spellstutter Sprite. Hey, Loquacious. Def. That's going to eat my Counterspell. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to Counterspell. Eat, Connive. Need to draw something that's not a land here. Passes the turn. Well, I have failed to do that, so we're going to pass back the turn. I'm going to hold these for Fable. I don't think I need that much mana. I need my opponent to never find an Underworld Breach. As soon as they find an Underworld Breach, they're going to outvalue the hell out of me. So many baubles that they can get back. Bluff Brute Strength, bluff Mutagenic Growth. Ending my Spellstutter Sprite. Well, that might be the most aggressive pending I've ever seen. They better have a Dash Ragavan to follow this up. I guess the 1/1 was too much of a threat. Where's that Fable we ordered? Got it on Express Prime next day delivery. I don't think we have any life gain. Thank you, Wolf Spider. Exactly 0 life gain in our Spellstutter Sprite Bitterblossom deck. Oh, we died. 1, 2. Well, if they tapped a little bit better, they could have bolted me 3 times, but they tapped a little bit poorly. They tap Mountain, Hollowed Fountain, they could have just killed me. They do 9 damage to me and attack me with Ledger Shredder. Is that beeping from stream? No, not that I know of. Iggy, Kane, Thank you for the follow. Twilight Zone? It might be. Right now I'm in the Breach Zone. Getting dumpstered by Bauble Breach. An abomination of the song. Those who fight further fight on from Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, it's not a great rendition of it. Well, the main chorus isn't terrible. I think the song's great, but the rendition is like a little bit eh. It's not the original, right? The original was like a little bit cleaner sounding. Alright. Draw 80 cards. One, two, three, four, five, 6 cards. Ha ha ha. 6 free cards. Not even close. Alright, what do I want against the good Breach deck? Not Blood Moon. Excuse me, not Blood Moon. We have no graveyard hate in the sideboard. I guess Force of Negation for Breach. Even then, doesn't seem great. Fury. Fatal Push. Take out a couple Fables because I think they're really slow. Maybe a Bitterblossom out. I don't think Fawn's that good in this matchup. I just think we don't have that much that's better. I guess this is the type of matchup where we hope and pray they never draw Underworld Breach. True. How can we cast Spellstutter Sprite to his maximum potential? I'll just bauble them. Maybe they don't kill my thing. Okay, they're not killing my thing, so we have a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. And I want to play Death Shadow in this deck, just because the mana base is so painful. But we hit an Underworld Breach, which means there's one less Underworld Breach that they're going to draw. I think it's about time for Fair Breach to come back. Fair Breach come back. Draw so many cards. I'm just going to play Fable, play around Spell Pierce. You'll tell me about Spellstutter Sprite's Magnum Opus. Spellstutter Sprite is under a misbind click. Opponent plays a spell. You cast another misbind click to eat your misbind click, and the Spellstutter counters that. True. Remember when misbind click was actually a good card? Card I actually saw legit play that, and so we're of Temptation. So used to be a really good card too. It was never good. At one point, it was. Alright, I'm gonna discard anything here. Maybe I should have discarded the Spellstutter. With Vidalcan Shackles, a classic. I'm not sure if I actually care about this iteration. I should have shocked in that Watery Grave. Been able to go Spellstutter Sprite on that Spell Pierce. That was bad. I should have shocked in the Watery Grave. DRC. Now this is a bop. So all we had to do to win this game was connect with Ragavan like 4 times. Drawing a Hollow Fountain. Yeah, they don't call it player death touch for nothing. I think the most times I've gotten hit by a Ragavan and still won the game was 5. I survived that 1 life playing 4 color and somehow managed to beat a Ragavan hitting me 5 times. That was wild. 2 points for Spellstutter Sprite. How's Sourflower been? I haven't cast it yet, but I feel like this deck takes a lot of damage from its mana base, so we're probably gonna just end up getting pinged to death by the Bitterblossom. That's my prediction for Bitterblossom. Oh, we have 2 of them. Excellent. We're gonna see if my prediction is true. So I'm keeping this hand. No, this isn't the brew that I came up with. This is Bunny's brew. Don't cast the second one. Oh, I'm casting the second one. We play 4 for a reason, Bunny. They run Fury, no, they have Giganta. Hasted opponent, Bitterblossom. It's over. I will never recover from that. Whiskey Dingo! Thank you for the 12 months, fellow Dingo. And for the partner wishes. Goodbye, Spellstutter Sprite. Served me well. Flower go. 3 points for Spellstutter Sprite. I guess I'll count that as a point for Spellstutter Sprite. Sure. Dow! Faeries so good against Bitterblossom. Well, I can't cast this counterspell. Ending. Good job, Bitterblossom. You did absolutely fucking nothing. Modern's healing. Bitterblossom still sucks. I really dropped the ball with that one. Alright, Mystical Dispute. Oh, I killed the fairy. Swamp, by the way. Giganta. Yeah, I gotta counter this. Thanks, Pedro. They'd be at 16 if Bitterblossom was in play. This other counterspell is going to be reserved for Breach. I don't think I'm countering this iteration. I think I'm just going to save this for Breach. Are they going to bolt me? Giganta Reindeer? I believe Giganta's an elk. Elemental elk. It's kind of funny that Giganta's an elemental, and it can't even be played with any of the other elementals. So they're all double pipped up on a Tuesday. Expressive Iteration. Hopefully they crack Scalding Tarn. Crack Scalding Tarn. Uh-oh. They didn't crack Scalding Tarn. Let it go. Again, reserved for Underworld Breach. You're all pipped up. Excellent. Actually, could have killed the Shredder here, because I'm going to iterate. And I'm probably going to cast 2 spells, so I don't really want them conniving. Oh, Snapcaster Bolt time. Played yesterday and it was the easiest 4 of your life? Hell yeah. I don't remember what feedback I gave you on that list. Look at a lot of lists all day. 3rd iteration. Insulted his shoes. Sure, Unbreakable has fantastic shoes. Somebody I've actually hung out with in this chat. Unbreakable has good shoes, alright? Well, now I have shoe slander. 4th iteration. Oh no. Thanks, James. They're wilding today. I have a lot of iterations. Can I iterate into more iterations? I get nothing. I got a rock. It's all here, black and white, clear as crystal, Dingo. You get nothing. You lose. Oh yeah, I think I told you that Bloodbraid Elf was not that good. But the rest of the list look fire. The reason I don't like Bloodbraid Elf is because if you find Bloodbraid Elf off of Nissa, and you cast it, and you cascade into another Nissa while you already have one, it's like kind of a waste. That was the reason I didn't like Bloodbraid Elf. Alright, I gotta try to counter this. And if I fail to counter this, we're dead. Counter went through. Pause jam. Looks like a good list though. I'm actually gonna save it, because I'm probably gonna try it out pretty soon. More iterations. Let's start by killing the Ledger Shredder. Then we're gonna iterate. Why are my iterations considerably worse than my opponents? This is not fair. Well, Nissa can also find another Nissa, but you're increasing the amount of virtual Nissas that you're hitting off of it, right? Or not that big of a deal, but still something to think about. I think I'm gonna let this go. I think I should save this for Breach. I could try to counter this. They put a card on top though, so I'm just gonna let this go. They put a Breach on top, I can never win the game. Thanks, Duncan. Put a card on top and passed. I do hit the Breach off the Ragavan though. Could have a second removal spell. Alright, let's see if they top or bottom here. Now we might have to get to the point where they put a card on top. Alright, let's try countering this. Take whatever card they put on top. To consider. Sets the opponent's islands from. That's from Mirage. Fine, I'm gonna snap iterate. Oh god, he's snapping. Too many lands. Consider into consider. Into DRC. I think I'm gonna counter this. I think it's big enough of a threat for me to want to counter it. Which sucks, because I really wanted to save that for Breach. I'm gonna bauble myself. Decide if I want to fetch. I fetch that away. Just looking for more counter magic. We're at the stage of the game where it's like trying not to die a lot. Untap here. I have no idea when Lord of the Rings is going to be put on Moto. I think it's next Friday. I'm not sure. This is the Snapcaster Mage that could. Draw Breach, don't draw Breach, don't draw Breach, don't draw Breach. No, that's a Teferi. Oh, it's a pending. They overpaid for the pending to play around Spellstutter Sprite? That's genius. Technically lethal. I'm casting it. You love Snapcaster? I don't believe you. I don't believe the person named Snappy McSnap loves Snapcaster Mage. What a grind. Ah, papella. We are Blossom Gamers. Is this the Fair Breach Gauntlet? Evidently, it's the Fair Breach Gauntlet. This is my personalized, specialized hell. It's playing against nothing but Fair Breach over and over. That being said, Bitterblossom. 4-1 out for Bitterblossom. Well, I think if you hate Bitterblossom, you're probably just a cop, right? Like, how can you hate Bitterblossom? I know, right? It's about time for the return to Lorwyn. Nothing. Alright. Steam vents on top. Return to a great set plane? Why would we ever do that? We don't do that here. Let's go back to Ixalan instead. Everybody's favorite plane. Or Kaladesh. The second coming of Smuggler's Copter. I actually saw a post on Twitter today that said, can we unban Smuggler's Copter and Pioneer? Because it's called the Battle Bus now. So there's like that Fortnite rendition of it. Shout out to Burnt Taco for making some of the dumbest tweets I ever read. They're hilarious though. Comedy Savant. Oh, I love Megamorph. Megamorph was such a fun mechanic. Bring back Den Protector Deathmist Raptor for the one time. I'm gonna drop this Lightning Bolt. Yeah, ban Collected Company with those cards. At your Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Activate it. Ban a Deathmist Raptor. Oh, such a good deck. Oshitai Command. Get back Jace VP. That's such a good standard. Man, I love that standard. Blood Crypt and Fatal Push. Jace Vice President. That's whenever you flipped one. Became Jace Vryn's Prodigy into Jace Vice President. It's fine. Sylvan Advocate was busted. It was. Absolutely not. I can't let you do that, opponent. Fuck. I hate Breach. Ah, that's so sad. Here comes the DRC. And 7 cards. This is the best draw spell. This is like... This is might as well be the second coming of Treasure Cruise. I think it might be better than Treasure Cruise. Nah, it's not better than Treasure Cruise. Well, maybe. It is the best Snapcaster. 2 times as much mana, but it draws you 2 times as much cards. 2 times as many cards, I should say. Yeah, without Bauble, this card would suck. But with Bauble, it's like, yeah, we keep playing against Breach. Twice the setup for twice the cards. True, Treasure Cruise also doesn't bolt your opponent over and over. Chat, if you were able to ban Underworld Breach and bring back Treasure Cruise, would you? I'm starting Discourse, because now I have to sit here and watch my opponent draw 7 cards. You played Treasure Cruise Modern, it was awful. True, it wasn't great. Yeah, Moto's all Breach decks. Moto's a lot of blue-red. Yeah, maybe I could draw 7 too. Stares at my Snapcaster Mage. Come on, do something. I will say that Underworld Breach is not very fun to play against, mostly because you have to sit here and like wait for them to go through it all. So in that regard, I'd rather play against Treasure Cruise, because at least Treasure Cruise doesn't take like half an hour to bobble over and over. You know what also sucks? I can't even snap bolt this thing. I have to like snap push. Probably have to. Honestly, I think I'm gonna kill the DRC. The DRC is like a bigger threat right now. Does let him connive, but whatever. I can't beat very much right now. Opponent is like 20 cards deeper than me. I could beat a Ham Sandy. Maybe not. If it's got like avocado on it, I'm not beating that ham sandwich. Depends on how stacked it is. That's a good ham sandwich. What monster puts avocado on a ham sandwich? You don't like avocado on your sandwiches? It's fire. It's like the perfect filler. It's gonna take the damage. That's like lettuce. It's the perfect filler. Yeah, California loves avocado. Very true. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. How did they get 17 cards back into the graveyard? Didn't they just do this like 2 turns ago? I'm just gonna scoop. I can't win. They're just gonna bolt me over and over. Sorry, Bitterblossom. It's not your time to shine. What about second breach? Thanks, Sly. It's Jace the Mind Sculptor for the grindy matchups, of course. What are the grindy matchups? How does Burn fare against creativity? Burn has a positive matchup into creativity because they have to fetch shot constantly. As long as you can like deal with creativity X1 on turn 4, you should be in the clear. Creativity apparently has a bad matchup against both Burn and Living End. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's not too hard to kill dwarves. Game 1, like, there's some dead cards because you have the Searing Blood. No, Searing Blaze. I always mix up those two. I always call Searing Blaze Searing Blood and vice versa. It's not 100% dead, but it's pretty dead. Seizing Blues. Sounds like the name of a jazz rap group. You miss Ad Nauseam Modern? I don't. I didn't find that deck particularly enjoyable to play against. Was I supposed to Spellstutter Sprite that? Maybe. I think the only combo deck I would prefer... I don't even think I'd prefer to have it in Modern. I guess, let me rephrase that. The only combo deck I found cool in Modern was Hive Mind combo. And that's just turned into Amulet Titan, so it's still here, it's just in a different form. Hive Mind cast any pact. Then your opponent casts the pact, and then they die on upkeep. Bonk 'em. Some Goblin. Bonk. Grixis cards I own. Grixis Pile. That's what we'll call it. Hearthstone theme? I hate this song just because I've heard it so much. What a terribly catchy song. Fetch. Yep. I think I want the Snapcaster. I am gonna force this. You know, I should have checked. Can you pitch cast Force from the graveyard with Snapcaster? No, you can't. Never mind. You can with a Ren and 6 emblem, but you can't with the Snapcaster Mage. I wasn't pronouncing that right. Thank you for the tier 1. Welcome back for the 2 months. The Ren and 6 emblem, you're able to pitch cast Forces out of the graveyard, which I thought was kind of cool. Is that not Huey? Hewey? Huey? That's right. Haste it, legitimate. Haste it. Did we assemble Splendor Twin? Spellstutter Sprite Reflection. I think that's Splinter Twin. I'm just gonna untap because I have Splinter Twin. I'm gonna kill the DRC. I'll let this Ledger Shredder rock for a bit. Going away anyways. Don't kill my Spellstutter. Buys Giganta, that's fine. I accept. I think I probably just push this. Snap push. It gives him a connive, which kind of sucks. I think we'll survive. It also gives me the ability to go Reflection copy Snapcaster. You're so dead. As soon as they rip this breach and then murder my Spellstutter Sprite. Can I have to wait Giganta? Change the equation. Top deck push. Hold up Reflection. Deck's great. I get to copy Snapcaster or Spellstutter at instant speed. Why does Ragavan have dash? Jadidi, you can't ask this every day. It's not healthy. At some point, you just have to accept. Yeah, we'll cut the Kolaghan schematics. I actually don't think I want it. Take the Bauble. You can. Alright, fair enough. You got me. I'm just gonna bolt this. I'm gonna save the pushes for like big Ledger Shredder. Token Fireball plus Dingo Stream. What a good way to end the day. Sounds like it. I'm not a big fan of Fireball, but I know some people really like it. I am not some people. Honestly, I think I've come to realize I'm not sure I'm just a big fan of drinking in general. Just think it's not for me. I always feel terrible the next day, no matter how like much or little I drink. Dr. Pepper plus Dingo Stream, that's more my jam. I don't have an approved alcohol. If anything, I would say like maybe I do enjoy the occasional, like if you go out to dinner, I might get like a Long Island iced tea, which is probably like the worst offender of giving you a headache the next day. But I'm gonna get one anyway, so I might as well go like all the way, you know? You just noticed the big Mong sign? I think this thing's been around for 6 months? No, 5 months? Pure sugar with some alcohol in it? Look, if I'm gonna drink and get a hangover anyways, like I said, might as well go all the way. Drink more water. It actually doesn't matter. I get one no matter what. They didn't bolt this in response? Oh, I guess it's been long enough since Spellstutter Sprite stopped playing Modern to the point where people forgot how to play against Spellstutter Sprite. That's probably what actually happened. Maybe when I drink, I should just like chug Pedialyte. Maybe that'll do it. I would like to draw an iteration too. Spare some crumbs. Some crumbs of iteration. I think Spell Snare's pretty good right now. Spell Pierce is better by, I think, a considerable margin, but Spell Snare's fine. Yep. Bird. Honk the bird. How can you even push a bird? Is this a flightless bird? I need a flavor judge in here. Janini, you're my new favorite flavor judge. Janini, please explain to me how you can fatal push a Ledger Shredder. Grape? Is grape flavored? Oh no. Nope, guess I'm spending my Snapcasters. Yeah, I sided out the K command like a fool, apparently. Flusterstorm. Oh, luckily I have another push in my hand. I'm gonna snap bolt him. Playing the deck above its power level. Kind of like a compliment in a way. I mean, the third-rate duelist part's true, though. It's a banger of a song. Painted Foothills, Final Fantasy 9. Banger of a song. Stop drawing lands. Where are my iterations, bunny? I'll hold this land for Fable. Have to counter Gigantha too. So, good afternoon, Sode. Thank you. I think that was yesterday, but thank you. Dash the Ragster. Don't be my iteration. It's just a Bitterblossom. That's fine. Which told me to do it. At gunpoint? Oh no. Nope, Fable. I think I'm attacking. If they want to spend a removal spell plus attack me with like Hearse or something, that's fine. I think I want to get them dead. Why does Ragavan have dash? Needy, we've been through this. You have to accept it. It's like the 5 stages of grief, and you're not on the acceptance stage yet. Like, look, right now, I'm accepting that I'm dead. Being bolted 5 times. All my homies hate fair breach. Ever just die from 13? I think I have to probably mulligan this hand. I could keep it and try to get lucky. I'm keeping it. I'm gonna get lucky. Cope. I will be lucky. I will be lucky. I will be lucky. Oh, look, more blue-red. They don't have Gigantho, so it's probably Murktide. Dance game Snapcaster? How can a dance game Snapcaster? One does not simply hate on Snapcaster Mage. Not Scour, so it's Turbo Tide. Land? Land for Dingo? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mistakes were made. Funny. Gotta blame you for this also. I wish the Snapcaster were a land. I didn't even know I could do that. I can make the second coming of Electric Porygon 2, chat. Look away now. I think I've been playing Moto for like 5 years and I didn't know you could do this. Consider, yep. My next land's about to be a Snapcaster. I'm gonna scoop if I drop Snapcaster off the top. Yeah, slam it at 8-8. And by an 8-8, I mean a 5-5. Ooh, land. Land for the Dingster. What are the chances they have Spell Pierce? Pretty high. Can I beat it? No. Alright. Bitterblossom. Save me. It resolved. So you're saying there's a chance? No V-click is a crime. But there's Bitterblossom. That should like amend the crime immediately. We're so dead. Nah, we'll be fine. We got infinite jump blockers. Surely they don't have red removal. Surely they don't have more red removal. Or a second Murktide. That's tough. B-click. A wise man once told me, it is what it is. Scoop. Alright. I want Jace in this matchup. Is this the quote-unquote grindy matchup? Bunny, how do you side in this matchup? Like Subtlety? I don't think I mind the extra copy of Fatal Push either. Supposedly Bitterblossom's good in this matchup. I don't know if I want Jace. I don't know if the matchup's that grindy. It does unsummon Murktide, which is like pretty huge. Let's try Jace's over Fables. Just want to unsummon Murktide. Thought it made it to 4 mana last game anyways. And it seems bad. I have a turn 1 Ragavan. I'm not going to Subtlety it. Because I think that's a waste. How would you keep this hand? Siding some lands. I honestly don't know. I feel like Subtlety could be good. But like, I don't have an answer to turn 1 threat from them. Which makes me want to mulligan this hand. Like, the Subtleties aren't really good until turn 4. Snap doesn't deal with the threat. Iteration definitely doesn't deal with the threat. It's got late game inevitability, but I'm scared of them having a 1-drop. Just draw one of the 10 removal spells. I'm sold. So if I keep this and I miss on removal, then I get to blame Bunny. No problem. Win-win. It's just a DRC. It is what it is. Exactly. Dinko, how come you never mulligan? Well, that's because it is what it is. I was given my 7, and my 7 will not change. The Magic Gods decided that this is my 7-card hand. Who am I to argue with the Magic Gods? Add in stack removal? That was a mistake. Take 1. Don't Blood Moon me. I guess if they did Blood Moon me, I could work through it mostly. I just wouldn't be able to cast Subtlety. I'm gonna fetch Island here. My hand's certainly set up for the late game. And we have made it to the mid to late game now, so if we can exchange our resources efficiently, we should be able to win this game. That's a big if. Gonna untap here. I don't really want to cast anything. They're not doing anything. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm still hitting my land drop, so I don't really need to iterate quite yet. Taking 5 points of damage from this DRC, which is just fine. Go fetch Basic Island and iterate now. See what they do. They're actually countering it, which I think I'm fine with. I think I let this go. I could counter back. Don't think I want to. I'm going to start taking 3. I think I want to leave up this counterspell. Do I want to get my Spellstutter Sprite value, though? I think I am going to go for my Spellstutter Sprite value. I guess I can't even bluff anything anyways. Alright. Spellstutter Sprite value. If they play Murktide, I could always evoke Subtlety, which is something I was trying to avoid doing. But not drawing a removal spell means that I have to do something like somewhat proactive. Get in while the getting's good. Snapcaster looks kind of embarrassing in this hand. Thank you, Fax, excuse me. Killing my Spellstutter? Rude. Unbelievably rude. It's time for the tide. I honestly think I'm pitching Snapcaster. Sorry, Snappy. You've seen better days. I put this on the bottom right. Why they put it on top? Give me Ragavan. Let me dash this at them. Snapcaster's like I've returned. You love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's a Snapcaster Mage. We're 1-1. We played against Fair Breach twice, and now we're playing against Murktide. So it's been the blue-red gauntlet. Seems pretty decent, the blue-red mirror. Will the Lord of the Rings cards be on MTGO? I think it's next Friday, but I'm not 100% sure. Like we're ahead now. 20th? Is that next Friday? It's next Tuesday. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't kept up with the news. Yeah, opponent's not having a very good draw this game. It was kind of weird to me that they decided to keep Murktide on top after they dubbed away all their instants and sorceries. They put Ragavan on top too. Probably playing 18 if they're playing Thought Scour. This was actually a really good draw. Which is very random that this would be a very good draw, but it's going to be very impressive here. If you love something, never let it go. Now if they want to dash that Ragavan, they have to kill the Spellstutter. Are you a wizard? You are a wizard. Hold up, chat. Is this the best wizard for Flame of Anor? Snapcaster Mage, Spellstutter Sprite, Flame of Anor. Yes, god damn it, yes. I actually don't have to use the counterspell here, but I have another one in hand, so I don't think it matters too much. Hold on, fumbling, there we go. I should have probably flashed back the Fatal Push instead. Think it's gonna matter? It could. I don't think it will. Flame of Anor is coming out in the Lord of the Rings set. It's a 1 blue-red command, quote-unquote command. If you control a wizard, you can choose 2. It draws 2, it deals 5 damage to target creature, or it destroys an artifact, I believe. Are the 3 modes on it. Gonna let this go. Oh yeah, Big said all that. Yeah, what Big said. Quickest counterspell in the West. Well, they never recover from the Spellstutter Sprite, right? On in shambles. Attack you for 3. It's gonna block the subtlety and I bolt them. Go to game 3. It's been quite a long league so far. The blue-red mirrors get very grindy. But I'm not too sad about having Jace the Mind Sculptor. I don't think we're gonna change anything. I could bring in the Fury. I don't think I want the Fury. I think the opponent's pace of play has been okay. It's a little slow, but it's been okay. Okay, Commander for Hearse. Yeah. I think I can beat a Hearse. Famous last words. I have Fatal Push and Terminate if they ever go to attack with it. It only shuts off Snapcaster, which I don't think is the biggest deal. Like last time my opponent played a Hearse, I just snapped in response. So I think we'll be okay. I don't think Hulken's Command is like a very good card outside of killing a Hearse. Is this Big Blue? How's this Dr. Mario? I don't know, I thought this was Big Blue. How could I forget the iconic Dr. Mario? Na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. E on 1? I don't really like E on 1. I think it's too slow for dealing with most of their threats. Getting pinged on Discord because the fairies. I'm gonna bauble myself before I play my land. Yes. You know what? I'll take another bauble. That's fine. Probably go fetch up Island, play Bitterblossom, and most likely get countered. Yeah, protect the Jachache, please. I'm fetching an Island. I think I'm fetching Island no matter what, because I want to play around Blood Moon a little bit. Oh, they're not playing Blood Moon. Maybe I don't run out the Bitterblossom if they're shocking here. It just means they have Counterspell. I think this means they don't have Blood Moon. If they Blood Moon me in some sort of like sick twisted bait, that would be insane. We'll take the Fatal Push here though. Saw Snapcaster the stream thumbnail and you clicked instantly. Let that go. Spellstutter Sprite, you say? Say less. Lines are my jam. I guess I could have Spellstutter Sprite countered that bubble. I didn't even think about it. Might just let it resolve instantly. I should have countered that bubble. Ooh, Bitterblossoms? I mean... Bitterblossom. Second Bitterblossom. I might have Spell Pierce for this one also. It's stuck. Alright, now it's a race against my own Bitterblossom. Gotta go fast. Ah, yes, the humble Ragavan versus the Chad Bitterblossom. Double Spellstutter Sprite. It's over, opponent. Omae wa mo shinderu. That's fine, I'm not gonna counter that. There's bigger fish in the sea to counter. Dead. Countered an Ugin before. Whoa. Land would actually be a good draw here. Not a land. I think I played Jace and unsummoned this Murktide. They didn't have Pierce last turn, so I don't think they have Pierce. I have a red removal spell for Jace, but he already did his job. His job was to unsummon. I'm untapping with Jachache? That can't be right. How am I untapping with Jace? That's the craziest thing I've seen today. I'm gonna get him too. Yeah, Bunny got me. Bunny's been asking me to play fairies for who knows how long. Snappy McStap wins again. Rest down. Here. Mystic Snake's better than Spellstutter Sprite. It is a Mystic Snake right now. My Jachache. I don't think I can let you do that. My counter back. Goodbye, Jace. Yeah, Terminate Spell Pierce. That's fine. I think we're like miles ahead at this point. What do I have for the snapping? Counterspell. My token. Problem with creativity playing is that creativity does so much damage to themselves already that they can't really afford to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm one short of countering this with Spellstutter Sprite, so I'm just going to Terminate it on tap. Terminate, hold up, Spellstutter. Yeah, I guess John Creativity could play it. They should, so we have a chance of beating it. True. Sick and tired of his creativity players. Double Murktide. Double Murktide. Alright, so if they block Snapcaster, they're taking 5. Ooh, piece of iteration. Second Bitterblossom. Perfect. Get out of your second Bitterblossom. No. Don't think so. Xander? Exile just to assert dominance. No, my mic wouldn't have picked it up anyways. We have the anti-flatulent technology. It just killed my snap. It's nuts. So even if I did, you would never know. Thinking about it. Yeah, let's do a long stream today, and then I'll do a shorter stream tomorrow, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to my local game store tomorrow. So I found a place that does Modern Wednesdays. I'll do another league after this. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into paper a little bit. Because I do eventually want to qualify for the Pro Tour. It's on my bucket list. Hammer time. Esper Sentinel. More drum. Fly to your house, play paper. Item on my plane. Be there soon. Nah, I've never been on the Pro Tour. I've not tried to qualify yet. I've gone to one RCQ in my entire life. Technically, I've gone to 2. But one of them said it's full. We can't have you, so I've only competed in one RCQ. I need removal. Removal? That was the Foil Knights. Actually, no. The Foil Knights Whisperer was the one that sent me home. The other one I went 3-3. I lost to Teamer Scapeshift twice. I think we got my Spellstutter Sprite value. And what happens next will shock you. I agree, Bob. Spike's gonna go to the Pro Tour. Spike qualified. So he's going to Barcelona. I don't think Mangu and Canister qualified. I think both of them barely missed. Let me see. I thought Mangu said he didn't qualify. Spell Pierce. Fine. Mangu tweets like 400 times a day. So I'm going to be scrolling for forever. He said, me and my trusty Rakdos deck are ready to get the Pro Tour invite this weekend. And then he said he went 3-4, so he missed the Pro Tour invite. That's what I'm reading from his Twitter. Oh, I'll cast a Ragavan past the turn. Stony? You went through one night and through the other night? Hell yeah. Congrats, Tomahawk. What was the 75 you played? I counter this. I think I do. I have one card in hand. Draw the removal. I'm working on it. Hey, that one of K command. Wish I could snap Fable right now. Guess I have to shock to send a hold of snap counter. I mean, if you have like a link for Goldfish, or you can post a picture in the Discord. Alright, we'll block. Need an answer to this Nettle Cyst. I currently don't have. I guess I should have probably blocked with Ragavan. Because they can attach this to an Ornithopter and start attacking me in the air. They just haven't done it yet. Alright, Dingo needs an iteration. Come on, deck. Cooperate? If I make tiny circles, the deck will give me what I want. Yeah. 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 Failed me tiny circles. You have 3 RCQs over the next 3 weeks. You really want to make it to Atlanta? Good luck. Yeah, not tiny enough. I'll work on making tinier circles. Well, luckily for me, my opponent's not equipping this thing to an Ornithopter and killing me. You're gonna be jamming Rakdos and Pioneer? I think all the RCQs are Pioneer right now, right? I'm waiting for the modern RCQs to roll around. Ooh. I'm gonna cast this in their upkeep. Bring back Snap. I could have done that too. Block with Snap, bring it back, pop the Nettle Cyst. I didn't want to get rid of the Keeper of Runes though. That's probably a smarter idea. I should have done that. Like block with Snap, let it die, Kolaghan's command, kill this, bring back Snap, Snap K command. Yeah, that was the line. That was smart. I should have done that. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the tininess of the circles improves the draw. Another giver. Oh, tiny circles. Doing the Lord's work right now. Oh, tiny circles. What is this? Sadness. Yeah, tiny circles, big betrayal. I've definitely seen better. Oh, it's connecting. Well, I guess I'm the hammer player now. It's either all lands or no lands. There's no in between. Uh-oh. Don't get a Cauldron complete. They got a Cauldron complete. We play the full 4 Nissa. Image is sideways. We play 4 Ren, 4 Nissa. Alright, so it's pretty stock. We also played a Sokenzon. Yeah, we're dead. For sure. Okie dokie. Give up. Take the extra Kolaghan's command. Blood Moon seems good enough to deal with the Urza Saga. Take the explosives, the Fury. Another Fatal Push. And side out the Ragavans. Maybe a Bitterblossom. Because they have Trample, Lifelink Hammer. I mean Spear. Like a pointy hammer. What is a spear but a pointy hammer? I'm gonna cut 2 Fables. You don't like the Bitterblossoms? Would you take out more? I think Counterspell's okay enough. I don't know what's really better though. Oh, sure. Alright, we'll bring in some, I guess that, yeah. We're not a very good Blood Moon deck. That's a good point. Maybe I cut like one Counterspell, bring a Ragavan back in. Let's do this then. Because I guess we can't really operate under Blood Moon without Fable or some Ragavan tokens. Makes sense to me. That's such a great tweet. Then he said, it's just 2-0, me. And that's just you saying saws. Retweeting this, that's hilarious. Saws. Adding any fables in any matchups against your religion, I'm sorry. Saws, I'll do better. Looks like a pretty solid list, Tomahawk. That was about where I was at. I think I only played 3 Nissa, but you're up to 4. Saws, TBH. Yeah, opponents in the tank. Maybe we aren't going to have time for another league, even though I wanted to do a longer stream. All of our opponents have been in the tank this league. It's going to be like an hour and a half YouTube video, minimum. Saws YouTube. Spell Pierce. Let's pass. I like how it conveniently drew Basic Island, Basic Swamp at our Blood Moon hand. Can we take a moment to appreciate that? Deck's perfect. Grateful for basics. Grateful that my opponent just played Urza Saga. Oh no, they're not tapping out. They have Spell Pierce. I wonder why. Why would you not tap out proactively and let me Blood Moon you? It just doesn't make any sense. It's really weird to me that they haven't had a 1 or a 2 drop bait with EE on 0. They probably don't Spell Pierce EE on 0. How did Bunny con me into this? Bunny's been asking me to play this deck for like months. The chat voted for it also. Thank you, Phil. I'm gonna get planes here. Planes pass. Alright, I guess we're passing back again. Got a Hollow Fountain. So I really can't beat this Spell Pierce that they've been holding up. I could like cast the Blood Moon into the Spell Pierce. Doesn't seem worth it though. Also don't want them to needle explosives, so I'm not going to show up them the explosives. I can also just K command, kill both of these. It's probably worth it just to K command, kill both of these. Destroy target artifact, 2 damage to the other one. Just pop both. So I kind of want these explosives on one eventually. Names engineered explosives? Alright. Alright. Yin. You don't think it'd be like that, but sometimes it really do be like that, I guess. Yeah, it's called Needle Time, obviously. That sucks. Probably had a pretty good shot at winning this game, too. Now they're playing significantly faster. Weird. Weird. What's up, Eggy? Thank you. I cast Nettle Cyst. Guess just want to flash it in. Yeah, I never cut Fable. I discarded EE plus Watery Grave. Yeah, they're sniping. Almost assuredly. It'd be very hard for me to be convinced that they aren't. Played around Blood Moon, they like blind named EE. That's good enough for me. And the Tuesday Night Ghosters, yeah, they sped way the hell up after I hit my hand. They're actually playing at like such a fast pace now compared to what they were playing at, so have to imagine. You're old, Jeremy? Alright, well I have lethal, so one's dead. Game 3. Let me actually shrink this. So I want to shrink my hand size in general. I like the objection and the stream being like partially off the screen. Yeah, I think we're just running back. They can see my sideboarding. They can see how they're gonna die. These are the cards that will kill you, opponent. Take a good look at them. Well, you can see my hand this time. It's no lands. So we got a mole. Hand's fine-ish. Ship the Fable to the bottom. Alright. That's the turn. We shipped the land because the hand was 6 lands. Now opponent was just ghosting. Not an actual event, this is just a league match. Opponent was being real spooky over there. Blood Moon? Drawing a Surge. No. Oh, it's got no hammers? No hammers, huh? I need to set an upkeep stop here. Yeah, drum's kind of ruining my vibe. Gonna kill Pure Steel. They're probably gonna Surge. Gonna kill Pure Steel. They have another Surge, okay. Double Surge. Sure. Kinda have to dodge them drawing a hammer. We have 4 Ragavan, 4 Fable. Time to iterate. Fatal Push, Expressive Iteration, Spellstutter. Take the Spellstutter and the Fatal Push. I have 1 turn to draw a hammer. Please don't draw a hammer in 1 turn. Didn't draw a hammer. Honestly, I think I'm flashing this in for clock. We didn't die. Bonk. Sometimes you gotta flash in a Spellstutter Sprite for clock. Let me try to close this game quickly. They're working up to the hard cast Cauldron at this point. You know your creatures have words on them. If you saw my hand, you would understand. Quote unquote quickly. Marching my Blood Moon. Sure. Speaking of creatures with no text on them, here's my Snapcaster. What's up, Jabor? Yeah, we're dealing with a ghoster. So now we have to murder them for their crimes. Opponent, you have committed the cardinal sin of tanking too long and looking at my hand. You know what? I'm playing face up now. Take a good look, opponent. Take a good look. A cardinal. I get it. Gave me the GGs? That's crazy. That's crazy. Saws. Saws opponent. Alright, chat, let's do prediction. Saws is an abbreviation of sorry. Now this is a hand. Yeah, red sideboard graveyard hit, we'd be doing pretty dang well. We lost to Jeskai Breach. Fair Breach. Guess I'm just a dope then. I only recently heard about Saws, like within the past 2 years, so you're not alone, Jeremy. I too was once ignorant. Merfolk. Can we beat Merfolk? I don't know if we can beat Merfolk. Shouldn't have kept the Spellstutter. At postboard, I have a ton of removal. Game 1's gonna be pretty rough. And this is Lorwyn Standard. Fish v Fae. If opponent casts anything. We have Bitterblossom and Spellstutter Sprite. As our phase. Part of the Fae clan. Phase clan? Hold up. I think we're on to something. The new spell from Lord of the Rings, which one? Stern Scalding. We'll play Fae, Bull of the Mirror Breaker. You have to play Days for it to be phase. True. I think Fable's an honorary Fae. Could have been this Bitterblossom for sure. I like the Spellstutter Sprite too. All Flames of Nor. Do Merfolk have a lot of wizards? I guess the Vidalcan is a wizard. Rude. Baker gonna get sniped by Jeremy. The Big's fine for now. Esper Fae with Intangible Virtue. Maybe you should have kept that one in the books. Kept that one in the notes. I love notes. Modern decks from 2017. My Cascade Bluffs? Alright. Yeah, I played a tokens deck pretty recently. Was not the best. Far from it. Need removal. Did not need more Bitterblossom. Chances they have a Lord, probably pretty high. Can I do anything about it? Not exactly. I think I'm gonna play. I don't think I can beat a Lord. I'm not gonna try to beat a Lord, so I'm gonna dash this Ragavan, swing both. If they have a Lord, we'll just scoop it up. I can't beat that. Siding out all these counter spells and the Bitterblossoms. Plus 4, I'm just gonna grab a whole bunch of removal. I think Lord of the Rings was like a perfect set for Pioneer. Okay. Let's get explosives in here. Fatal Push. K Command. I think that set would be amazing for Pioneer, but obviously they didn't make it legal for Pioneer. Counterspell out. Spellstutter Sprite and Bitterblossom are competing for the next worst card. Yeah, it's only modern legal. Like Subtlety too. Subtlety's probably fine. What do you think's worse? Bitterblossom or Spellstutter Sprite? Why? Well, I don't know. It's just how it is. From your experience, how many minimum elementals need to be in the deck for Nissa to be good? Depends on what elemental you're trying to find. If you like just have Fury in the deck, it's probably fine. I mean, if Nissa finds a Fury every time, you're probably not too upset about that, right? I don't think there needs to be a minimum number of elementals in a deck for Nissa to be good. Obviously, more than just like Nissa. Yeah, you gotta have at least like one 4 of. I mean, what's worse? Spellstutter or Bitterblossom? Probably like some of each. Let's cut 1 Spellstutter, 2 Bitterblossom, 4 Solitude, 3 Omnath. Fun. I don't know what kind of deck you're building, but I'd probably play 4 Omnath. Omnath is a very good card. Yeah, Spellstutter's not great against Aether Vial, but I do have Kolaghan's Command to blow it up, so both not great. Just on the Nissa sucks train, I've heard. I disagree, but I've heard. We have 2 of the worst cards in the matchup. Or Mulligan this hand. I think it's just terrible. Uh-oh. We're going to 5. It was essentially a mulligan to 5 already. I don't know. I think she's pretty decent. I really don't think she needs an ETB. Her ETB is she makes mana already. She refunds you 1 mana on ETB, assuming you have a land drop right away, which I think is good enough to me. I kind of think of her as a 2-drop, right? Because on turn 4, if you play land, even if they bolt it when you go to fetch, she still made a mana. So she's kind of like a 2-drop in a way. Alright, Ragavan. Do good work. I don't think Ragavan's going to connect. They just drew a Tide Shaper, so I doubt Ragavan's even going to connect a single time. Straw removal. Dream Slayer 10, so aptly named. Mistcaller. I don't think I'm attacking this Mistcaller. Into the Mistcaller, I should say. I think she's better than Risen Reef. Do the Dingo special and draw all lands. Oh, what's happening? My Tide Shape Watery Grave, which is like fine. Sure. I accept. I feel like this is a really bad matchup given they have Caver's Souls plus Aether Vial, plus we're a blue deck, so we want to fetch out an island. All their stuff gets island walk, so we can't block it. They don't have a ton of removal because we're subbing some removal for counter magic. It's match 5 of Bunny's deck. We're 3-1 currently. Angie indeed. I'm gonna kill this. That's the most aggressive Force Negation I've seen in a long time. Which really sucks because I was gonna snap back this Fatal Push. And now I don't get to snap back the Fatal Push. I don't think they're ghosting. I just think that they thought I had a red removal spell in hand. Could cast you. Maybe they'll let Ragavan by. Oh, they let Ragavan by. Pause champ? Not too bad. Where's DT? Yeah, if I had the DT scene working, I'd put up the DT scene. Fucking Dingo and his Fury, that's all I can ever cast. He just doesn't know how to let Ragavan or Fury go. Every deck he plays, Ragavan and Fury. It's the only way he gets wins. And I mean, he's not wrong. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? I should probably play this for 2. This is the Trickster. Yep. Yeah, red is the best color right now. Red is so good. There's a reason the top 3 decks are red. Creativity's red. Murktide's red. Scam's red. I'm blue. Dabba dee dabba die. I think I'm just gonna take the 2. That's back. I need to draw some removal. I'm in the oops all lands part of my deck again. I don't know if I can attack profitably into them having Mutavault. I think they crack back for a decent chunk. I'm trying to save this until they play a Lord. So I don't want to pop this immediately. Oops. Another land. Merfolk is secretly not that bad. But it's a secret though. It top 8 challenges every once in a while. I might have done so recently. I haven't looked at the challenge deck list from this weekend. Dingo post Mystic Sanctuary ban. It did. Let you go. Just enough to keep the hope of the Murktide players alive. Marshmallowski's been playing Zoo. They were playing Zoo the last 2 times I played against them. Bauble. Horse Pitch Master. He quit streaming. Waffo, like, I think Waffo top. No, he won the challenge on Sunday. Yeah, Waffo won the challenge on Sunday, right? I know he's back playing Magic. I don't know if he won or not. I killed him, that's right. Day one. I thought he won. I know he made top 8 for sure. I'm not supposed to talk about it. I had to sacrifice 3 of my streams to resurrect Waffle from the grave. It was like I cast Dread Return, but I sacrificed 3 streams instead. So I didn't stream Saturday night, I didn't stream Sunday, and I didn't stream Monday morning. So it came at a cost, you know? Yeah, I cut all the spells for Snapcaster. Now you're good to skip. Fun game. Sometimes you flood. That's magic. Am I getting smacked by Mutavaults? Probably. Am I sacrificing a Snapcaster Mage to block a Mutavault? I don't know. What do you think, chat? Am I sacrificing Snapcaster to trade off? Yeah, probably. It's like kind of bad if I draw a removal spell. Don't worry, I wasn't drawing another removal spell. I'm gonna hold these for Fable. The fake Waffle played blue-white control. Weird. Ah, wow. Thank you for the Prime. Welcome back for the 2 months. Lord. Oh Lord, we died. Sadness. Bing the bong that will bing for the bong of times. Well, I drew a lot of lands, chat. Drew a lot of lands. Sorry, believers.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.